Tabor, there by the Kishon River. I will save my people from Sisera's army.
Quickly, Deborah called Barak and shared God's message with him. But Barak was afraid. Deborah, Sisera has 900 chariots. Our people don't even own shields or spears. They're farmers. I'll go only if you go with me.
On their own, the Israelites could not defeat Sisera's chariots. But Barak had forgotten one thing. God was with the Israelites. Barak, I'll come with you, said Deborah, but it isn't the size of an army, the speed of a chariot, or the strength of a general that wins battles. God alone gives us victory. Since you have not remembered that God is more powerful than Sisera, someone else will capture Sisera, a woman.
Throughout the countryside, Deborah and Barak asked her people to join the fight. Freedom is ours. Follow us and see God bring us victory. Because the people loved Deborah and Barak, they listened to them. And 10,000 warriors trusted God and joined the battle. They traveled up Mount Tabor, and there Deborah, Barak, and the troops camped waiting for Sisera.
Suddenly, thousands of sleek war horses pulling iron chariots came flying across the valley toward them. The war horses' hooves pounded the earth, the chariots' wheels whirred, the commanders' whips snapped. At that moment, Deborah remembered being a young girl watching Sisera's chariots charging toward her village. Like then, she felt fear, but she knew the Creator of earth would fight for them.
Heart pounding, Deborah turned to Barak. Go. Today, God has delivered all of us from a stronger and fiercer enemy. Just then, lightning struck the valley floor. Thunder rumbled as dark storm clouds appeared, and rain began to pour.
Charge! Barak bellowed, leading 10,000 men into battle. As the two armies sped toward each other, rain drenched the valley, making it a swamp. The chariot's wheels sank deeper and deeper into the thick mud until the horses couldn't pull them any farther. Sisera's chariots were stuck.
But the Israelites weren't burdened by chariots. With lighter weapons, they could outrun their enemy. Watching from Mount Tabor, Deborah was ecstatic. She was witnessing God's rescue. Then, whoosh! Under the soaking rain, the Kishon River overflowed its banks, sweeping Sisera's mighty chariots downstream.
God had provided the rain to trap them, giving the Israelites the chance to overtake their enemy. But Sisera leaped from his own stuck chariot and began to sprint. He ran and ran and ran.
He ran until he came to an old oak tree, and just as Deborah prophesied, Jael, a woman who lived in the tents nearby, captured him. As the sun began to peek through the clouds, the Israelite people ran from the mountains where they had been hiding into the valley to celebrate with Deborah and Barak.
They were free, Deborah declared. God has delivered us. The people were in awe. The fierce and mighty chariots were no match against their God.
God loved Deborah and had specially chosen her to lead the people to freedom. Looking up at the bright sky, Deborah thanked God for fulfilling the promise to rescue them. Then she sang for joy. May all your enemies fall like Sisera, God, but may everyone who loves you become like God loved Deborah and had specially chosen her to lead the people to freedom. Looking up at the bright sky, Deborah thanked God for fulfilling the promise to rescue them. Then she sang for joy. May all your enemies fall like Sisera, God, but may everyone who loves you become like the sun rising high and strong.
Reflection questions. Deborah showed great bravery when she warned her family. and friends about a dangerous situation. We show bravery when we do things like telling the truth even when it's hard, or standing up to someone who is hurting others' feelings. What have you done that was brave?
God created Deborah to be courageous and wise and to lead the Israelites. She made good decisions and shared God's will with her people. What types of traits has God given you? Your parents and grandparents may have ideas to share too.
In this story, Barak and the Israelites were scared of Sisera's chariots, but God rescued the people from the mighty chariots. What are you afraid of? Pray and ask God to help you remember that you don't need to be afraid, for God is always with you.
Hey, my superhero squad members, that's all we have for day 1. Please have a grown-up check your parent packets for today's games and crafts. Today you'll be doing an activity that helps you be a good listener, just like Deborah was, not Debbie. And you'll also get to play Follow the Leader too, because Deborah was a leader as well. Our craft for today will be working on your cape. Your stickers are included in your bag marked with a number 1, and filling out your superhero profile in your very own journals. And don't forget to check out that bendy pencil. They make you feel like you are super strong too. Be sure to stay on our broadcast afterwards for another song and snack sharing on our Zoom session as well. See you later. Bye. Sheepy, don't get into the rest of the snacks.